What's up, everybody? I'm
Hey, Andy.
here just to kick Tommy's rear end. I'm gonna kick it off to Tony. Tony, kick us off, buddy.
Hey, Andy. How you doing tonight? Tonight we're going to be going through big grudge match that everybody's been waiting for a long time. This has been a little over a year in the making, and we're going to have it's going to be Andy Shaner versus Tommy Upside Down A Bear. How you doing, Tommy?
Doing good.
And then we got Dustin's going to help us out in the booth here a little bit too tonight. We're going to get in some little details on where this all grudge match comes from and why we're here tonight. And we're going to do some drafts. We're going to talk about the race a little bit. But we're here to have a good time and go from here. And what was that Andy's got? Oh, Andy's got a new sweatshirt out today. Andy, let's see a little closer so everybody can see it in the camera. Oh, look at that. Better than Hebert. Holy cow, Tommy. He's really going after you already with a homemade sweatshirt already. What do you think about that, Tommy?
I think it's going to take a lot more than apparel to pull it off.
That's a great way to start this off. Let's get into a little bit about why we're here. Andy, let's start off with you a little bit.
Yeah. So we're here because Tommy likes to talk and then disappear.
No.
And then just disappear. I mean, the guy can't drive. He's never been able to drive. His wheels are never on the ground. They're always sticking in the air. And then he wants to blame everybody else for everything that happens to him. And he wants to say he's better than me. What about IROC, buddy?
Oh, man. And so, Tommy, this is where you get your upside down. Is this from Andy flipping you upside down? You get the upside down Hebert from Andy, or is this just like a common thing for you?
Early on in my iRacing career, I was often upside down, not always at Andy's demise, but the reason I'm here was that one IROC race in Dover where he went a full send and a half send turn, took me out with just a handful of laps to go in that race, and I want my payback.
And what happened to your car?
It went on its side.
And then?
It didn't go upside down.
So,
I do believe that after the incident, you tried to come back at me, and when you did, what happened to your car?
That was after the race.
But what happened to your car?
I don't recall.
I believe your wheels are pointed to the sky again. By yourself, with no contact. It's amazing how that happens.
I think there was contact.
With the grass.
Wow, he just want to comment on how it's getting upside down. I mean, I watched the video. I did see it. There was contact. I see where you got on your side. I saw.
Did you see the car go upside down?
I did after the race was over. I did see it upside down. But I also saw another incident which got brought to my attention about street stocks, and you and Andy got together in that, and you were upside down then too. So I think this is becoming a theme between the two of you on you two touching, and you're the one that ends up upside down. Andy's the one that ends up driving away.
It's because I have skill.
Maybe you hit a little harder than I do.
It's a little harder. That's awesome.
That's right.
Do
we need to ask Lori about that?
Driving seat.
Looking at the chat, Robert Trask, I don't know if it's Robert or Pete tonight, but says OG grudge match.
Oh,
yeah,
You got an original grudge match.
And this goes right back to the beginning.
Lori definitely hits harder than you do.
Oh,
Yeah, we've seen her slap you. That's what I need to do. Just slap you once. Let me get some sense into you. Maybe
So
not.
a couple things.
Maybe knock those hairs off that you've glued onto your chin there.
There's more glue in this beard than you have talent.
Man, let's talking about what we're talking is I've seen a couple things. Andy makes a comment. Tommy just avoids him. And then the next comment was, most of Tommy's races end in trash anyways. And I'm like, wow, there we go. And then Tommy responds on Facebook with some videos today and talks about, hey, Andy, this is what you're going to need to get back in the pits, and shows a red tow truck to get you back in the pits. So where are we going with all these comments back and forth? I mean, he says you're trash. 1 minute said once again, a tow truck. We need to know where else is coming from with the animosities with you two, because it's a fun thing to watch.
I mean, he's like I said, he just likes to talk and he never shows up. If you watch the video, I went around town looking for him. Nobody knows where he is. I even looked under a rock. He wasn't there. I had to look in the trash can because, yeah, his races end up in the trash can. He wasn't in the trash can either.
Right, that's where I was getting those. Watching that video. Like I said, you did look everywhere. I will give you that much credit, Andy. You looked under the rock. You looked in the trash can. You went to the gas station. You went to different stores. Tommy, is there a reason why you avoid him, or is this you're out practicing to be faster than he is, or
I was focusing on personal improvement.
because I see you made your own Charlotte and mowing in the yard.
I did, yes, yeah. My daughter helped me practice there, and I turned some fast laps, and I think I got it dialed in where I can handle Andy pretty much anywhere now,
Nice.
Except for IROC.
except for IROC.
And it's not just me, Tony. It's not just me that he likes to get into. I mean, the boy was sat this year in IROC because he wrecked the leaders under caution.
Yeah,
Well,
that one.
I'm not
That
even
one-
gonna comment on that because I know what
that
happened
one's
in
on
that
me.
race.
And I'll own that mistake. That one was on me.
You got an owner.
And speaking of, I did some research today because I wanted to see something that was pretty interesting. Since a lot of this has to do with IROC, and I wanted to see who has the most incident points in the 2021 IROC series so far. So who do you guys think it is? Andy, you think it's Tommy? Tommy, you think it's Andy? Give me your replies to that.
100% Andy.
Well, since he spent most of his time in the pits and had to miss a race, it's probably me.
Right. So the race I took the one race out that he had to miss. But here's an interesting fact. Did you realize you both have exactly 98 incidence points? You guys are tied.
Wow.
With one race to go.
Yeah.
One race to
How
go.
many? I just wonder how many he got in the one race where he wrecked the leaders.
That race there, I believe, was 33.
It's a third of his
That's
points just
Where
in
all
one
mine
race.
came from.
Just in one
The
race.
mistake that I owned.
At least I spread mine out.
Right, but it's kind of interesting. You guys have the same amount of incident points, so that's why I think it's a great grudge match between you two, is because you both race very similar.
I
Both
blame
are
Jim for
fast.
a lot of mine too.
He pays his with charity, so we know Jim's always there. I think he just likes to donate to charity when he touches you.
Mhm.
So let's talk about where you guys want to go with this grudge match. What you want to end with as far as how do you want to race this? How do you want to come out on top? What you're going to do for betting wise? Give me some insight on what you guys want to have planned.
Tommy, you want to take it since obviously this is based around you and your driving skill. It probably fits you the best.
Sure, that's the reason. Now, me and Andy talked about kind of what we wanted to do, and we decided on something that neither one of us is particularly good at, and also something us both being heavily involved in the community, something that's going to be a ton of fun. So we will be taking Dirt Street Stocks, a free car, to USA, a free track, on dirt for a banger free for all.
Banger free for all.
Banger
So,
free for all. So to give everybody the rules here, it is a banger free for all, but it is a banger style race. So it's not an enduro race. It's a banger. So we will select our teams today, and out of our teams, we will select 3 drivers from our teams that would be our scorers. Those are the only ones whose laps count.
So then everybody else will be blockers and
Blockers and yes,
Correct.
wreckers and whatever. So we'll have 3 drivers from each team to count. So 6 drivers that count for the points, and everybody else is part of your team trying to get rid of those scorers and making your scorers get around the track better.
so is damage going to be off or is damage going to be on?
Damage is going to be on with unlimited quick repairs.
Okay.
Yep, and I know
So-
from personal experience, we didn't discuss laps or time, but if you go to 40 minutes there, it becomes a fuel mileage race, and you can't refuel these things on the dirt track. So I recommend let's do a 30-minute timed event or maybe a 50-lap event just to stay under that fuel threshold.
Yeah, we'll probably be somewhere in that 30 to 35-minute race. We'll do some testing on it to see exactly how far we can go and what we can do, because it's another thing. Well, I guess with healing, with the quick repairs, I don't know. They now leak gas, so that's another thing. These cars now leak gas, and so if you can't refuel it, will it fuel with the quick repair? Uh, going to be interesting things that we need to
I'll
figure
host a
out.
practice this weekend for both teams, and we'll see what happens there.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
boy.
so a lot of fun for everybody. Everybody should go out there, have a ton of fun, a ton of laughs, and just go for it. Help your scorers out, but at the same time, running into people and having a good time and flipping Tommy, wheels to the sky is what this race is all about. So
Well,
I
no
think
matter what,
you'll
you
be
got to
as
get
upside
Tommy
down.
upside down.
Yeah, you'll be as upside down as I will be in that one, I'm sure.
Coming from the YouTube chat, Eric still I expected a costume contest. Andy's only wearing a mask. Jim, Jim
I've
says,
also got a shirt
Jim
better
Downham
than
says-
Hebert.
Uh-oh.
Jim Downham says, I have not touched you in IROC, I believe. I believe he was talking to, I don't know which one he was talking to there.
Talking to Andy on that one.
Tom Rule, after you guys announced the race, says, dang, now I'm wishing I signed up for this one.
Tom, we haven't drafted yet. You're on the list.
And Ryan Walter, Fusion World, says 30 minutes max.
Tom
For the
Rule
process.
is on the list.
Yeah, we'll add him to the list.
That's now an odd number. We're gonna need someone else out there to even that out.
Somebody
Yeah.
out in YouTube land wanna try to even out
we'll need one more driver, and of course we'll have Tony up in the booth for us.
Absolutely. This will be a fun race to call. I can't wait to call this
and
race.
I haven't added Jay, so you had somebody to call the race with. And as far as bets, so this is what Tommy and I have talked about for bets. We sit here and we trash talk each other. 100% honest, this man's my best friend. So this is all about having fun and getting the group together to really have a fun race. So to make this a little bit more fun, we're opening it up to the YouTube chat right now to come up with ideas for the bet. So if you have some ideas, if we see something we think is a lot of fun and doable, we'll make that the bet for the race. So
Absolutely. YouTube, definitely get involved in this, because now's our time. We got Andy and Tommy both sitting here, and we have the opportunity to give them a bet that they're going to have to agree to. And that's what this is all. Like I said, it's the fun part. But with these two, all of us have raced with them. We get that opportunity. So let's get on YouTube. Let's hear some things so we get some great bets going and get them to agree on something. We will, one way or another.
Yeah, pay Andy back for all the times he's wrecked you.
Robert Trash says Pete. So I don't know, is Pete on the list for you guys to draft tonight? I think he's saying he wants to get added.
I will add Pete to the list.
Is he not
Am
on
I
it?
reading you right, Pete?
And we're back up to an even number.
There we go. All right.
There's Pete. And then if you get Pete, you know what comes with Pete.
Oh, well, the best blocker and wrecker out there.
Yeah, honestly, best guy for this event. He does not give an F.
So while we're waiting on the YouTube to give us some ice water bucket in the snow. Well, Tommy doesn't have snow.
Nope, no snow here. Thank goodness.
But while we're waiting on kind of the YouTube to give us some ideas, loser wears the winner's tail underwear
for one race.
I'll tell you what, if you guys
I was gonna go to that one right away, but I was like,
if Lockwood and Steele do that and they have to wear it on their head and do a stream, I'll pick up that bet, but only then.
Watch, those two will probably do it. No one knows. Yeah, that's awesome. But we're getting some good ones on here. Jay Downham, upside down banana splits or fruitcake goes on there. Well, Lori slap. Well, we've already seen that done. Tommy's got that done twice.
Don't say it too loud. She's right behind me.
Mitch said he can travel. I'm thinking he's saying Tommy for ice bucket challenge in the snow.
Oh,
yeah.
Snow is at least 8 hours away from me.
Yeah, he's in Florida, so it makes it a little bit difficult for Tommy. But I guess while we're doing that, Tommy, should we go ahead and it might take a minute or two on the on selecting who gets to pick first.
Yeah, I see Anthony putting on his poker face there.
Yeah.
Robert Trask says have him on the list because Pete was born for this race.
So one quick question I do have, so everybody understands this banger race. So I want to get just real quick. Now, when we do this, there's not going to be any qualifying, right? Won't Am I understanding this right? We're going to have like one will start in turn one may start in turn 3. The groups, is that how we're going to do this, Andy?
Yeah. So they'll have to qualify, but just the 6 scorers will qualify.
Okay.
And based on their qualifying position, we will put them on the track to start the race. Be a little bit of a bumble F to start the race, but once we get started, it goes. Because you don't want those scorers basically in the pile of cars that are going to wreck everybody because they're just going to get wrecked at the start. So we'll figure out either they'll qualify or we'll start them on the backstretch. One of just the scorers in order of qualifying. We'll figure something out.
Yeah, there's some logistics to that, but more than likely the scoring guys, their qualifying times will sort their starting order. We'll line them up 1 through 6 on the backstretch, and then EOL everyone behind them.
Okay. So let them get a chance to get away from everybody, and then when they catch the group, then we'll have to work around them.
Right, gives those guys a couple laps to race and fight it out, and then being by themselves, more than likely they're going to catch the bangers before the bangers catch them because they're out there racing and going fast. So it kind of makes this dynamic where all your blockers are in the position where they end up blocking.
So we're going back to the old days, if anybody remembers, the old roller derby. We're just going to do it with cars.
That's right. That's right.
Exactly. Yeah. This is actually a banger racing, still a very popular series in Australia.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. So how are we going to do this draft?
So you two put on your best poker faces. I know it's going to be really hard to do after this kickoff that we had. But we're doing dad jokes. If we make you laugh on a dad joke, we get the first pick.
Both of us or just one of us?
Just one of you.
Yeah, you guys both straight face. And I'll go ahead and let Andy go first. Age before beauty. You get to roll out the first joke there, Andy.
Okay, I can do that one. Let me pick my best one here. All right, if April showers bring May flowers, what do May flowers bring?
Pilgrims.
You're not supposed to steal my joke. Like that's not the point of this. You're not supposed to actually steal my joke.
Go again.
That's not allowed. That's not allowed.
Nice, Dustin.
Helps me.
Does this help?
Oh.
Right.
What did the janitor say when he jumped out of the closet?
What did he say?
Supplies!
Why couldn't the bicycle stand up by itself? It was too tired.
These are going to be hard to crack here.
I mean, they're dad jokes. They're not that funny to begin with.
Andy's searching for a good one here.
Yeah.
There's a wild animal behind him.
Yeah, he's trying.
What did the baby corn say to the mama corn?
What did he say?
Where's popcorn?
So my daughter asked me, "Did you get your hair cut?" And I said, "No, I got them all cut."
Where do you learn to make a banana split?
Not sure where.
Sunday school.
Why did Billy get fired from the banana factory? He kept throwing away all the bent ones.
I think you picked the 2 worst guys to do this with. You know that, right?
Might take a while.
I'm too busy laughing at Janelle, trying not to laugh at Janelle in the background.
Did you hear the rumor about the butter?
No.
Well, I'm not going to spread it. Tommy liked that one.
I have a joke about chemistry, but given these two, I'm pretty sure I won't get a reaction.
You know, I don't trust stairs.
Neither's Tommy.
Yeah, they're always up to something.
Or coming down like Tommy likes to come down them.
Mm.
I think I cracked just a small smile out of Tony there. It was close.
I was actually cracking because of the picture of Tommy coming down the stairs.
On a serious note, though, I used to be addicted to soap, but I'm clean now.
You know, I don't trust those trees. They're kind of shady.
That car looks nice, but I think the muffler's exhausted.
Don't you dare, Dustin.
I'm listening to Janelle in the background. I can't stop.
Is she laughing?
Oh, definitely laughing.
What has more letters than the alphabet? The post office.
A cheeseburger walks into a bar. The bartender says, "Hey, we don't serve food here."
That's up to you, Andy.
Why don't you see Santa in the hospital?
Why?
Because he has elf care.
Like someone just handed in a
That's what I thought too. I thought they had a joke. I'm like, what's going on there? Dustin,
like,
man.
Janelle, you gotta stop laughing back there. So loud as long as I could.
You had a grin cracked all the way through that, Dustin. I'm like, here we go.
I think he brought in.
I win.
I think he brought in the secret weapon though.
Yeah, the weapon came. The weapon came.
The next grudge match is Dustin versus dad jokes.
So that gives me first pick.
Yeah, Andy, you got the
I can hear you in here.
tonight. So out of our list, we got 26 drivers. You got anything on YouTube? Anybody else added?
Please
know
just
about?
start the draft.
So Eric still said 100 push-ups.
God, they are getting worse.
I like Jay Donhams. He goes, "What do you call a duck with one leg? Lame like these dad jokes."
All right, we still don't have a good.
Jim Downham says the loser waits on the winner at a decided track day all day.
That would be a good
The
one.
loser has to wait on the winner at a track day this year. Or
That
next
would
year.
be a good one.
Guys, have you seen Tommy halfway through a track day yet?
So that means you don't want
Especially if there's alcohol involved. He won't be anywhere to be found to wait on me. But let's get started. If you guys have more ideas on a bet, let us know.
Keep an eye out for you guys.
And
So Andy, you're gonna pick first, so let's get started here.
And you know, I really wanted to change. I really wanted to change up the order of things, the way things have been going here. But with having the first pick, it's almost like I can't, because I need the guy that's going to avoid the most wrecks. It's got to be Adam.
Adam Rickey
It's got to be Adam.
goes to Andy for his number one pick. So that leaves Tommy. How you gonna match him picking Adam? And Adam's got a thing about being picked first again.
But
Oh, this
you know,
is
I was really going to take the guy on the elevator, but you know, I've seen Adam's wreck avoidance, and it's uncanny.
I'm going the opposite direction. I want people that want Andy's blood. So
Oh.
I'm going to go ahead and take his son, Brendan Shaner.
There you go. So we got our very first picks. We got Adam Rickey going to Andy, and then we got Andy's son, Brennan, going to Tommy. When Tommy's hoping he takes Andy out every time in the race. You can see that coming right now.
So now the question is, are we one of the scorers?
We don't know yet.
We
That
just
would be
pick
up to
our
you
3,
guys.
right? Okay.
Yeah.
That's the rules.
Okay.
Yeah, your guys' rules.
3 from our team.
So second round, Andy, where are we going with you?
What's going to be really funny is when you put them both on the same team.
I got an idea.
You got to go with Kevin. More wreck avoidance.
Yeah, I saw that one coming when he left Kevin open.
Guys,
going,
really
"Nope."
start coming in with these bets because now I'm going to win.
You got some fast drivers, that's for sure. Tommy, where are you headed? You gonna stay in that theme of trying to wreck Andy, or
Oh yeah, sticking with bruisers, I'm gonna go ahead and sign up Pete.
Pete, which is Robert Trask, but we know that Pete will be driving that night for sure.
Oh yeah, mandatory.
Nice. So we're on our third pick, Andy.
Jason Ricker.
Boy, you got some fast guys who are
Well,
trying to keep up
well,
in there.
I mean, if you guys can assume, can go ahead and assume the way you want to assume now, but I'm pretty sure you know who the 3 scorers are on team winning.
You just pick 1, 2, 3 on those. Tommy, where are you headed? Who's your next bruiser?
I am going to lock in Chris Lockwood.
Yeah, you're keeping right with that theme. You can see that coming.
Who was Andy's last pick? I don't think I'm.
Andy
Jason-
picks Jason Ricker.
Jason
Jason
Ricker.
Ricker was
Thank you.
his last pick. So we're gonna move on to the fourth round.
So we've got pretty much know what our scorers are. So we need some guys that are going to not be afraid to take some people out. So we're going to have to go with striker.
Just opinion off the chat. Robert Cochran says pick drivers, then pull cards for your 3 scores. A lot of people are saying you guys have to be a scorer.
Nah.
Nah, it's our rules.
Our rules are race.
So-
your rules, your race.
Tommy, the first 3? Did you pick those as your scorers, or you haven't decided yet who's gonna be your scorer?
We haven't decided who's gonna be the scorers. I'm picking guys that are coming for blood.
Okay. So we know I know Andy's headed with his scorers,
If we can
So-
wreck all his scores, our scores will be just fine.
right? That's the fun thing about this race.
Absolutely.
So Tommy, after your last pick was Chris Lockwood, who are you gonna pick next?
I'm gonna pick up Dakota Bro because I know he can wheel it around some dirt.
And we know Dakota and Andy have definitely had some situations recently over the
Mhm.
last couple months where they seem to tango quite a bit.
Yeah, I'm
Andy, what do you
hoping he
think
becomes a scorer. I hope he's a scorer.
His team is motivated.
Because if he's a scorer, I'm just going to tell my just go after Dakota. That's it.
So pretty much it was my bad.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, my
Yeah,
bad.
my bad.
You picked my bad.
My bad.
You are team my bad because you guys are all bad.
They're all bad.
They're all bad.
I can see a lot of trash talking going on in this race. I can't wait to
Mhm.
hear.
Yeah.
Good thing we won't broadcast the in-game voice audio.
No, but I can make stuff up when I'm broadcasting, so I can say
Mhm.
Just
your
because
imagination.
I want to take him off of Tommy's board as a scorer, I'm going to take Ryan Shelton.
Ryan Shelton. Man.
Well, at least your team will have nice screenshots.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
keep it with the old school guys that can run on dirt. I'm gonna go ahead and lock down Lonnie Mixon.
Lonnie Mixon for Tommy. Okay.
And now we got a.
So how we feeling about each other? Or how do you feeling about your team, Andy? We're getting close to halfway, I think.
Oh boy, how am I feeling about my team? We're gonna whoop them. I mean, there's no doubt about it. He don't have a driver yet.
Well, you can definitely see that Andy's picking all speed and driving ability.
Paved
And-
oval speed.
Yep. Well, they're all pretty good.
You've
too, so
not seen Ricky on a or a McCann on dirt.
They're all pretty good. And then Tommy's picking ones that's not afraid to hit somebody. So Now the thing is can that speed get through those cars that are gonna be hitting them? Because that's big avoidance there. So, and I don't think there's a couple of guys that Tommy's got. I don't know if anybody could avoid them.
How you feeling about your team right now, Tommy?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. We're gonna be rough and tumble,
We're
and
starting to like we're starting to see the different strategies.
we're gonna win by default.
Uh,
Yeah,
let's keep the
I'm gonna have some guys that can definitely run you over. So we're gonna have to go with the guy that can't get out of his own way, Ryan Walter.
Yeah, you got both the Ryans.
Yeah. Ryan and Ryan.
Ryan.
Tommy, where are we headed?
I'm gonna pick the other half of the Lockwood Steel show and get Eric Steele locked in here.
Eric Steele. Okay. I'm surprised Eric was that far back, to be honest with you, because usually he's right there. But having Lockwood on one team and Eric on the other team, that goes along with their grudge match. So
Mm-hmm.
you might have an internal grudge match in your grudge match.
Especially since
Which-
it's the day after, so if they're still mad at each other.
That's
Right.
fine. The more chaos, the better.
I say, that could be quite interesting there between those two.
The real tough part's gonna be your job up in the booth calling all the flying cars.
Anybody,
Yeah.
anybody got us a anybody got us a good bet yet on the chat?
I've not seen one updated. All I've seen in here is Eric still asked, "Did I not click the button Lockwood before me?" No one else
Yeah.
has really said much about bets.
Okay.
Knew that was
Use
going to
your
happen.
land. Keep bringing up some pretty good bets for these two to race against each other for us.
All right, so he took Steele, so I'm gonna have to take my brother from another mother, TD himself, Tyler Daniels.
Tyler Daniels. So Tyler is going to go to Andy.
Still some good
Leg
names out there.
shave? I've already done the leg wax against Pudge.
I'm gonna grab the birthday boy, Stephen Hutchinson.
Steve Hutchinson.
Happy birthday, Stephen.
Happy birthday, Steven. I'm sorry you
Good
just
painter
got.
as well.
I'm sorry you got drafted to the worst team for your birthday.
Yeah, definitely not going to do the leg shave. Like I said, that's been done before. So let's come up with a little bit different one.
I'm gonna pick a guy who I know can drive dirt, and it'd probably be a good blocker because he can hold lines and stuff. And that's the man in the booth, Dustin Valdusen.
Uh-oh.
That's a good pick.
So Dustin, what do you think about this now that you're in the middle? So you're sitting in front of both of them, and now you've been picked by Andy.
On the
Well,
wrong team.
I've been in this position a couple times this week. It's a weird situation. Either guy would have been fun to race with. Happy to be on Andy's team, and I'm gonna do what I can so he can win.
Ooh,
So
armpit
gonna-
wax. No. Hair
How
versus
about
beard.
no?
You know, Tom Rule, I would have done hair versus beard. I suggested a hair dye. He dyed his beard, but apparently he can glue pubes to his chin, but he's not allowed to dye it.
Cannot dye my hair for it. I can shave it off. I can go back to that Hulk Hogan one I had last year after the bet.
So Andy, we're back up to you.
Okay. No?
No,
No.
we're at Tommy. I'm
You
sorry, we're at Tommy because he
pick me,
picked
Andy,
Dustin.
just
Yep,
pick me,
he
yep.
picked it. That's right.
Don't you steal my pick. I'm gonna go ahead and get Blair Patterson just to make sure I get some extra TV coverage.
All right. Blair's a good pick. He definitely can drive on dirt. There's no doubt on that.
Mm-hmm.
Andy, we got a few names left here. They're all
Yeah.
good. So
Yeah, we got a lot of good drivers out here too, and so I'm really thinking here, really thinking. I see a driver that can drive dirt, but man, I don't know that I could put him on my team. He's afraid to run into anybody.
I know who that is.
Sorry, Jim.
Gentleman Jim.
Sorry. You called it. You won't run into nobody. I'm going Derek Turner.
Derek Turner goes to Andy.
Good pick.
That's a real good pick.
Ooh.
So,
I'm gonna take Jim, and we're gonna teach him how to run into people.
So Jim Gentleman Downham.
We're gonna train that gentleman right out of him.
Can I
Yeah,
pay a bet with Canadian Tire money?
That's got to be to Tommy for
I think
sure.
that was to Tommy for sure.
That
He
was
is the
Tommy.
tire man
Yeah.
Right, and a former Canadian.
and a former Canadian.
So now, who did he just pick?
He picked Gentleman Jim.
Gentleman Jim.
Gentleman Jim.
Oh, you know he's just gonna say, "Oh, sorry, 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 sorry."
Keep feeding the fire. He's coming
But,
for you.
but Andy, you do know that when Gentleman Jim gets by you, usually things happen.
No, I know. I know.
So
He'll end up wrecked, but I think he's thinking to make Jim a scorer, so it works into my favor, doesn't it?
It very well could. We'll have to wait and see what he picks. So we're next pick here.
Let's see. Get down to it now. Getting down. Tom Rule.
Tom Rule goes to Andy.
Nipple piercing. You want to get your nipple pierced, Tommy? I ain't afraid of any bet now.
You're willing to put anything up for grabs now, aren't you? So Tommy, it's gonna be up to you now.
Is that what we're doing?
You want to get your nipple pierced? Well, you already got a nipple pierced?
So I'm gonna pick
He's not answering that, is he?
Austin Swinford.
All right.
Don't know a lot about this guy.
He's Dustin's buddy.
Yeah, I see his name.
Or not Dustin, Dakota's
pop up
buddy.
every now and then.
Dakota's buddy.
Well, good. They'll fit in nice alongside each other.
Right. So-
I see a guy out there that's sneaky good on dirt. Mitch Eiting.
Mitch Eiting goes to Andy. Okay. So we only got a few left. We got Bob Berlew. We got Jeremy Gaiman. Matt Moniak. We've got Rick Kohler is left. We've got, and Robert Cochran's left.
You got Striker left too, right?
No, I
Nope,
got Striker.
Striker's on
Striker.
here.
Striker was my
Oh.
first blocker.
Yep.
That's right. Yep.
I got to get the G-man. I got to get the G-man.
The
Jeremy Gaiman. It's going to Tommy. So now you got Jim and Jeremy both with Tommy.
God, these are all
So-
good drivers left too.
They are.
This is really hard. Really, really hard. You know, I've not seen him drive on dirt, but I know he's been a good driver here lately. He's a ton of fun in Discord too. So Matt Moniak.
Matt Moniak.
Andy. Yeah, I like Matty. I haven't run much with him either, but he is a ton of fun in the Discord. I'm
And
gonna
we
go
need
ahead
that
and-
too, as we're laughing at Tommy's team. We need guys that are fun.
Yeah, we'll see.
Just
I'm gonna-
left to go. I've raced with a couple of these guys that are left, and you got two that do race on dirt. They race in the modified series on dirt that are left, and you got Robert Cochran. So you still have some dirt guys in there that do quite a bit of dirt racing.
Well, I'm big on number ones, and I'm taking hero card number one, Bob Burlew.
Bob Berlew goes to Tommy. Like I said, he races a lot of dirt, so we race with him side by side a lot.
So we got
He's a good
we got a coin flip here between
Yeah.
Rick Kohler and
I get
Robert
whoever you don't take.
Cochran.
And either one of them are solid picks. I don't think there was a name on there I wouldn't want.
Kohler make your paint already?
I have a paint, yeah.
Did he make it?
Kohler, no.
Hmm.
Kohler didn't have the resources that I had to put.
Loser tattoos winner's name.
Ooh. I don't know about a name.
That's permanent forever.
On their ass.
That's certainly where your name belongs, isn't it? Put it right there next to the other a-hole.
um,
Tough pick.
My team. Talk to me. Talk to me. Who should we take? Should we take Robert Cockrum or Rick Kohler?
Well, if this is going to be a hard decision, is there anything we can do in here? Flip flop the draft picks. Something
Mitch
fun.
Stryker, tell me who we want. We want Cockrum or Kohler? Stryker, I took you early because I thought you'd be one heck of a blocker, man. And if you can't drive on dirt, that makes this race better for you. It means you just don't know where you're going. You'll go into somebody, and that's kind of the key.
He'll be a big blocker at that point, which is good.
Right beside the words exit only. Oh. Rob, Rick. Oh no, everybody. Now they're now what I do? Rob, Rick.
Your team's in disagreement already.
We're gonna do this.
What kind of leadership is
You
that?
might have started something.
We're gonna do this because they're both really good guys, and I don't know who to pick. So
You're really good with cards, Andy.
Yeah.
I knew the cards would come out at some point in time tonight.
Should have pulled him up before those dad jokes. Jeez.
Tommy, you want to play high card to see who picks the bet?
Yeah.
Should we
Yeah?
finish the draft first?
Not with you though.
Not with me.
Who else has a deck of cards out there? Andy cheats.
Jeremy
All right.
Gamet says TDR 25 ribbon 25 logo tattoo for the loser.
Maybe I want that.
Right.
Yeah.
All
Might
right.
get special orders.
Red is going to be Rick Kohler. Black's going to be Rob Cochran. Stop. What do I got? Black.
Yeah, black.
Black.
Rob
Robert
Cochran.
Cochran goes to Andy's team, and Rick Kohler will go to Tommy's team.
I was left with a fine selection anyway.
Oh,
Yes,
they're-
you were.
Everybody in here is.
They're not a
So
bad
it
driver
wasn't
on
a
this
bad
list.
for this race.
Not a bad driver on this list whatsoever, especially for the type of race we're in. You got guys that are going to be specializing in different areas of the game. So I think strategy is going to come down and play a big part in this.
So, Tommy, have you picked out who your 3 scorers are going to be?
Not yet.
You're going to keep it a secret, huh?
Mm-hmm.
You know, he left it so open to me that I'm not sure that my top 3 are even my scorers now.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
Because he
My
left it
scores
so
will-
open to me. He gave me all the speed.
Yeah, me and Andy discussed it previously. So everyone will be in the same paint scheme, but the scorers will have a big neon green number. Everyone else will have a black or a white number on their car.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
when you see
okay,
those
hang
colors on track, those are my scorers.
Okay, hang on one second here, because I'm going to be doing the television of this.
So
race.
bright green number on the car is going to be the scorers.
Yeah.
So like on Tommy's paint, the bright green numbers will be his.
Yeah.
Well, we might have to do 2. Like one team might have to do bright green, one team does bright pink, and the rest are just blockers.
Well, if they
That's
still
right.
have the same, but if they have the same team paint,
That's true. That's true.
You're almost got to have 2 different paints so we can tell the difference.
well, we'll have paints, we'll have team paints, but then like our team paint will have a white number for all the blockers and a
Okay.
bright green number for the scorer. Same with Tommy. He'll be like a white
Yep.
number with a green number for his scorers. So
It'll
Okay.
stick out.
Okay, so now I just want to make sure. I thought you guys were talking about having the same paint scheme for both of you. Just one would have the green number, and I'm like, that's going to be difficult to see.
No, no. I've already got my paint made. I got excited about it.
So I'm
Gotcha.
still
Got a
I'm
little
still
something on
kind
the
of
hood for Andy.
I'm still kind of thinking of what. There's got to be something on the line here. This one can't go without something.
Yeah, I don't even have the YouTube chat pulled up.
Anybody else in YouTube chat have any other ideas for this bet? They're getting ideas. They're gonna think about it. They'll figure out a way how to pick which one.
It's got to have
So much-
something. We can't
So
go
much stuff has
without.
been done already.
I mean, we could repeat. You want to go to eating some
Sure.
nasty? You want to eat some nasty jelly beans? I
That
think
would
that'd
be
be
better than that.
perfect for you late night on in Discord.
I wouldn't even notice.
On a late Friday night.
Oh, you'll notice. Trust me. You'll notice.
Tom Rule says bright rim colors, so they also stick out as well. Not
Yeah,
just
we
That's a good
color.
idea.
change the rims to the same color as like the car number or something.
Yeah, make the rims and the number neon green.
Yep.
Yeah, so Dustin, you got any ideas for them for a bet?
Got a couple, but they don't want to do what I'm thinking right now.
Come on, bring it.
Let's
I'm
hear
up
it.
for anything. I'm
You
winning
got it.
this race.
The main thing that pops in my mind goes back to the first TDR versus Pudge event, Carolina Reaper Challenge.
I'll eat it all day.
I can't do the Reaper.
Okay.
Tommy can do the Reaper.
Mitch Edding says Ghost Pepper.
Andy, I thought you were going to lose this. You were pretty confident up until
Right.
you heard the Reaper.
Yeah, but see, in the
Well, I don't-
in the 1% chance that I lose, my wife will say no. I'm not even allowed to do that. So
Jeremy Gaiman also says shave the eyebrows challenge.
Nah,
Loser
gotta
has
keep
to
my
shave the
eyebrows.
eyebrows. Say we gotta look professional for work. Right,
I'm
guys?
in sales. I can't modify the look.
I don't understand why you can't have a blonde goatee though.
Because I'm in the trucking industry, and you have to look normal, relatively normal.
What, they don't have blonde? Nobody has a blonde goatee in the trucking industry.
I mean, people with blonde hair. But if I just show up one day, they're gonna be like, "This here guy's queer. He done bleached his beard." I have a reputation.
What's wrong with being queer in the trucking industry?
In my mind, nothing. To my customers that are 70-year-old Southerners, anything. They don't like change around here.
Eric Still says loser buys winner steak and lobster dinner.
I could do that.
Oh yeah, yeah, because we'll be meeting up here shortly for some track days for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be a good one there.
Steak and lobster dinner, but I also want to humiliate them.
Right. What about standing on the corner of a busy street with a sign that says something really embarrassing
Yeah,
for like an hour,
like
live streamed?
Andy is much better than me.
Right. Or I don't know. I don't know what your sign would say, but something way more embarrassing than that.
I would come up with. I like it. I like it.
Right. 1 hour live streamed on the corner, wearing a sign that just says something absolutely
I like plus a steak and lobster dinner.
plus a steak and lobster dinner.
So let me get this straight. But before we shake on it, we have
Virtual pound.
steak and lobster dinner
Yep.
and a 1 hour live session on YouTube with a sign on the corner of a street.
Yes.
Yep. When
That's right.
winner picks the loser sign, loser has to wear it. Got to keep it family friendly though. We don't want to get
Correct.
arrested out there.
Ready?
Here
Ready.
we go.
Pound it up.
And there it is. We do have the bet involved now. That's a great bet too. That's- you can actually be embarrassed a little bit, but then be able to have your steak and dinner and watch him on YouTube.
Yeah.
And I get to keep the beard.
You get to keep the beard.
Yeah.
Thanks for the
I see.
idea.
I didn't want you to really lose the beard because I like making fun of the pubes glued to your chin.
You're just so black.
You're just jealous you don't have a T-shirt or a hoodie.
I do have a T-shirt. When we win, all of my team, I've seen you make your fancy shirts over there. My
PG.
entire team will get one of these bad boys.
Upside down.
Yep. Coming to the shop soon. They'll be a heck of a lot cheaper than Andy's fancy crap.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
If people out there ain't excited about this race, you ain't excited about nothing in your life.
Yeah, I wish we were more exciting in person. We are not the characters that Lockwood and Steele are. They're gonna have their own show here pretty soon. I mean, those guys were cutting up. But the racing is gonna be something.
Oh, absolutely. Because Tommy can't drive to begin with, so he's just gonna be towing.
Whatever.
Whatever.
Doesn't matter. I don't think I'm gonna be one of the scorers.
You know, everybody has Bristol too, and Bristol can be refueled, so it might be something we think about.
Yeah, if we go longer than 30 minutes, we need fuel in the street stocks for sure. I did a USA practice event on Monday, which we didn't announce was a practice event. I just wanted to test it. And at about 35 minutes, you had 0 gallons left with 5 minutes to go.
Might have to think about doing Bristol so we go just a little bit long, like a 40, 45-minute race. Make it a lot of fun for everybody.
With
Yeah.
the sign thing, Mitch Eiting says sign at track days. Do the sign at track days.
Get to wear it around track days.
Wear it around
That's
the track.
harsh.
Uh,
That's harsh.
for an hour.
That would be a good one too.
Just throwing it out there. We still
I don't
got
know what's
people throwing
worse,
in
like
stuff.
standing in the
Tommy will
corner
go
of
to
your
the very
community.
top of the stands and sit there in a corner all by himself so nobody sees it.
Well, what we could do is, I know one of the track days I'm putting on here in New York, and if that sign was involved in my track days, I can almost guarantee you I'll have you on the track in front of the whole stands.
Let's do it.
We're throwing
You want to
in
make it the
there.
track days? Are you going to New York, Tommy, in August?
In August, yeah, I could probably make that happen.
Okay, then we'll make that
All
happen.
right.
I'll have you guys on the track with
And
your
you
sign.
find me a good steak and lobster place too while we're out there.
Oh, I can do that.
I think you can find that out there.
That's no problem there. We got those here, so that'll be a fun time. So we'll get back to Andy. What do you think about your team overall now, as far as where you're gonna head with this? Are you gonna have practice sessions? Where are you gonna go with your team?
I don't know how much practice you need to run over Tommy. Um, Everybody else has these sophisticated races that you have to actually drive and know what you're doing. If everybody wants to get out there, we'll make sure everybody knows the track probably by the end of the night or tomorrow, whether it's USA or Bristol. Everybody could just go out and run some practice laps just to get used to the line, because it's not going to be a race type race. It's going to be something completely different. So, and as far as my team goes, I mean, I got the number one guy in wreck avoidance. And every time we throw an enduro out there, Adam is out front. Everybody slows down so he comes around, try to get him. And you hit him, and somehow you wreck yourself, and he just keeps on going.
With a 0x.
So I got the number one guy, and I guarantee I can almost guarantee he's going to win the race.
Wow, that's pretty good with the team you've got.
We'll see.
So you
We'll
got
see.
now, Tommy. What do you think?
I mean, I've picked some guys I've seen run on dirt that can run on dirt well and put their car where it needs to be, whether or not they're scoring or blocking. I got a couple guys that work together. I'm probably going to pair up some of these friends on the scoring side, and everyone else. The whole goal, Breck Adam.
Rick Adam.
Good
Breck
luck.
Adam.
Good luck. We've tried that goal. There's been a whole field of people that tried that goal before, and it just doesn't work.
You ever
been
heard
a
of a
part of
rolling
that.
roadblock?
We tried that. He just goes through them.
Well, when you tried that, I mean, that might have been a problem, but I think my guys will get it done.
So our blockers could turn into break up roadblocks.
Yeah.
Could be.
Yeah,
It's gonna be interesting.
It is going to be a fun race. Tony, I actually envy you. You get the chance to call this thing, and you're just going to be in the booth laughing your head off.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
I
won't have a
can't wait.
clue.
Eric
I
still
can't
is
wait.
guaranteeing Adam don't win. Eric still is guaranteeing that Adam does not win.
I will
That's
bet.
why- that's why
I
I
will.
picked him.
I
I
will
like his
almost take a
confidence.
bet with Eric Steele on that.
There you go. Take your bet.
Lockwood. He also said Lockwood and Lockwood and
want-
still on the same team. It's game over.
Yeah, you don't want to lose 2 bets.
Really? You guys are going against each other the day before. One of you guys is losing $100 to the other one. I guarantee someone's going to be salty.
I got Lockwood and Steele. I got Dakota and Swinford. I got Pete. I got Gaiman. I got Jim Downham. I got Lonnie Mixon. All these guys work really good together. All these guys have chops on dirt.
Yeah,
That's true. They do.
I've got the 2 people called out by Rutledge Wood as driver of the year.
I haven't seen Rutledge Wood win anything lately.
Yeah, but when TDR tells you the 2 top drivers in TDR for the year, they're on my team, and then you throw in Jason Ricker on top of it, man, you done something wrong there, buddy.
We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
It's gonna be a fun event.
And not to mention, Tyler can go either direction. He can either go fast on dirt and win the race, or he could stick his car somewhere in front of you and make you fly somewhere.
Tommy's not even going to comment on that.
No,
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 he's got nothing.
I'm just looking over the names. I have your son.
Yeah, he'll spend a lot of time in the pits because
How
he
many
doesn't
quick
know how
repairs
to
you
wreck neatly.
You get 255 quick repairs, right?
Yeah. Don't forget
You
the
may have
2-minute
confused them
tow.
all.
Be good.
Don't forget the 2-minute tow for the meatball flag.
Well, I think it's going to be a great event, guys. And doing the banger race is going to be a lot of fun. And I can't wait to call it and to have you two personalities that we do have in TDR be having this grudge match. That's just, you can't ask for anything better than that. And it's going to be awesome to watch you guys and your teams come together and watch who can. You got two different methods. I know Andy's gone by speed, Tommy's gone by uh, blocking ability and who can hit a little bit harder, which you can see it. Both teams are definitely picked that way. And it's going to be interesting to see how it all shakes up and ends up. But either way, it doesn't matter who wins, who loses, other than the bet itself. But other than that, I think everybody involved, there's 26 drivers, they're all going to have a ball.
Yeah.
And next time,
Go ahead, but I want to say
Next-
something before you cut us off.
oh, I'm not going to cut you off yet. And then, but next time you see how this is all going and how much fun this is. We only got 26 drivers. We have a lot more of that in TDR. Let's see if we can get 50 drivers on the next one. And guys, get signed up and on Facebook and join these grudge matches because it's a whole lot of fun. It's not here for anybody to get upset. We just want to have a ball with this and have our time between Christmas and New Year's for these races and just have laugh, joke, put things aside, have the holidays, and come together as family and friends, and let's just enjoy every minute we have with each other.
Absolutely.
Tommy, let's see what you got.
So I have an announcement for those of you in YouTube land. I can't make it on air. I can't make it in the Facebook group, but I am going to make it in the Discord in about 10 minutes. So if you're watching right now, go get in the Discord, go get in the voice chat. We have an announcement, and I'm just going to leave it at that.
Okay.
Andy
we-
looks so nervous. He's like, "Oh,
Yeah, because every time Tommy pulls something, I have no idea what it is.
We saw that earlier. We said you announced you're going to do something, and all of a sudden, Andy's like, "What's Tommy up to?" And nobody's like, "We have no idea what Tommy's up to. We never do know."
It's
That's the
never
thing about-
good.
That's a good thing about you, Tommy.
It's
is we
never
never know
good.
what you're going to be up to, and that's what makes it so much fun.
Yeah, and I couldn't have said it better, right, Tony? Like, this is all about having fun, getting celebrating the holidays together as a big TDR family and having a fun week. One thing I want to mention, it's out there. There's a sign up for it. Go find it. I'll repost it. This banger race between Tommy and I is actually a prelude, so you guys will see what it's like. We're going to be putting together a banger league. Smaller teams, but we're going to put 4 or 5 teams on a track at the same time, and have like a 6 to 8 week team event or team fun banger league, and then after the 6 or 8 weeks, we're gonna switch up the teams again. Everybody be on a different team. These are gonna be randomly done. The admins have already got the buy-in from the admins. Admins are gonna be the captains of the teams to kind of bring it all together, at least to start, right? And then after maybe the first season, then we'll move on. Let some of the members be some captains and things of that sort.
Yep.
But it's all to
Something
create a
little
fun.
more-
It's a fun
Exactly.
league, something a little bit different than what we're used to. Get away from the screaming and hollering, once in a while, and just have some fun, right? Just
Weekly stress relief.
Yeah.
Weekly stress relief. Kind of like this thing. Me and Andy get stressed out a lot about doing all this TDR crap all year long. So the banger race is a great way to not get your feelings hurt. Go out there, run into people. It's encouraged, right? It's a ton of fun. Cars going everywhere, and then you can go back to competitive racing the rest
Yeah.
of the week.
And when we do this series, there's not going to be anything for the team champions, right? Except for some bragging rights.
Rights.
We may have some other awards like hardest hit throughout the series, or whoever had the most fun throughout the series, or
Most altitude.
whoever flies the highest, something, right? Just to have some fun. So the sign-up's out there. You can probably search it on the Facebook page to find it. Get signed up for that because we want to get teams selected here shortly and kick it off in the new year. So make sure you do that.
Teams will be selected randomly, not
Random teams. There's not going to be any of this stacking teams or whatever. It will be completely random. And like I said, we'll run 6 weeks or something like that. We'll change the teams up completely. So you get to run with somebody else and have a good time with somebody else. So it's all about just having a good, fun, laughing time type of league. We'll switch up probably between me and Tony on broadcasting, so you guys can go back and watch yourselves, have a blast running into each other. So
Yeah.
it'll be a good
Friday
time.
night fights.
Yeah, Friday night fights is what it's gonna be called. So we'll run it every other week, off weeks with Pudge, and it'll be a good time.
It'll be
Absolutely.
a great time. This will be a good teaser for everybody that if they're not in this, or even if they are in it, maybe they'll go sign up. It's going to be a fun event.
So everybody that's not signed up, just so you guys know, this grudge match is going to be on the December 29th, so it's next Wednesday, and it's going to be at 8 p.m. Right, Andy?
Yep, 8 p.m.
They're doing it at 8 p.m.
Everywhere.
So join on Back Sports on your YouTube. Get right on there and watch this race happen and enjoy it because we'll be calling it. And you're going to see a lot of wrecking, a lot of flying, and some speed. And we'll see if we can make it as fun as we can. But we want to get as many people as we can to watch that. Because the more people that watch it, guess what happens? The more people are going to join that banger series going, I'm not going to miss this.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's right.
So, well, thanks, gentlemen.
Yeah,
think
and
it's a great
thank you
time.
to Tony and Dustin for stepping kind of into our shoes for the night.
Yeah.
As we
It
get
went
to
pretty
play,
flawlessly.
as we get
It's a
to
little
play a
different on the
little
other
bit.
end.
You guys did a great job. We got to play and have some fun.
You guys need that too.
So
Yeah.
we
We
appreciate
got
it.
2 more drafts coming up this week. One tomorrow night, I believe it's Ashton and Blair.
Yep.
And Sunday is the big one. Adam Ricky
The
versus
main event,
McCann.
Ricky
If
McCann
you're not
Sunday
signed
night.
up, go sign up.
That's
Teasers
right.
out there, they're going to be fun races.
You
That's
got
right.
2 drivers with beef as your scorers.
Eh?
He hasn't announced his scores. He's not saying those are his scores.
Well, I can read between the lines.
So it'll be a great night. Thank you, like I said, again, thank you, Dustin, for helping out. It's always great to have you in the booth with us tonight. And
Thanks for having me.
I can't wait to call this and watch you guys on the track. And I hope everybody has a good night. So thanks, guys.
Yep. Thank
See you
you.
later.
See you guys. We'll see you soon.